Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Now don't forget to click on the subscribe button and that notification bell for more upcoming DIY future videos. For this DIY, I'll be creating a hanging chandelier clock and an entryway table using mailing tubes and metallic dessert bowls. If you would like to find out what I created, just continue watching. For my first DIY, I'll be creating the entryway table. To start off, I'll be using poster tube mailers that I purchased from my local Staples. Each poster tube mailer comes with lids on both sides. And for this DIY, I'll be using 3. For the remainder of this DIY, I'll be using my strongest glue sticks. Next, I'll take my hot glue and I'll apply it inside, and then I'll glue my lids on both sides. Once I was done, I took them to a well-ventilated area and spray painted 2 coats of metallic silver. Next, I'll be using 3 plastic soup bowls, and these soup bowls are very deep, and I'll be using my soldering iron to cut around the crease. Once I was done, I spray paint all 3 metallic silver. Next, I took foam board and I cut it round to fit the bottom of the bowls, and then I used hot glue to seal the edges. Next, I took one of the tubes and I placed it inside the bowl, and then I sealed it with using hot glue. Then I took strips of diamond wrap and I glued it to cover the imperfections. I repeated the same steps on the remaining 2. Next, I'll be using foam board and I'll be using my long ruler to place 14-inch markings to create a square. Once I was done, I used my X-Acto knife to cut it out. Next, I'll be using metallic dessert bowls and I'll be using 4 packs. Next, I'll position them on top of the foam board and then I'll glue them in place. I will repeat the same steps until I cover the whole board. I use a total of 16 dessert bowls. Next, I'll be using large gem, and even though these are self-adhesive, I'll be using hot glue for a better hold. And I made 2 for a total of 32 dessert bowls. Next, I'll be using 2 36-inch wooden rulers and I'll be marking them 14 inches each, and then I'll be cutting them using my handsaw. And I cut 4 pieces. Next, I'll be using foil tape to cover all 4. Next, I use my hand drill to pre-drill holes on each end on all four. Next, I'll bring back my dessert bowl sheet and I'll be gluing it on the tubes. I'll be using a 1/2" screw to screw on the painter's stick, and I'll be screwing them onto the tubes, and this will make the tube strong and sturdy. For extra hold, I apply more hot glue on both. I'll be repeating the same steps with the second one in a staggered position. Next, I use 3 6" mirrors and I glue them on top of each tube. For my second DIY, I'll be creating a chandelier clock, and I'll be starting off with a smaller size tube, and I'll be spray painting metallic silver. Next, I'll be placing 1/4" markings on both sides, and then I'll be using my screwdriver to make the holes. Next, I purchased this wall clock from Walmart, and I lost some recording footage, but all I did was spray paint it metallic silver, and then I added the diamond wrap on the sides and on the top, and I also spray painted the hands, and now I'm going to put the clock back together. Next, I'll bring back my tube and I'll place the holes facing up, and then I position the clock underneath, and I place 2 markings underneath 5 inches apart. Once I was done, I made the holes on each marking. And now I have 2 holes on top and 2 holes underneath. Next, I'll be using mesh diamond wrap, and I'll cover the sides using hot glue. Next, I'll be repeating the same steps in the center, making sure that I'm not covering the holes. Because the diamond wrap is covering the holes, I went back with my tools to remake the holes. In each hole, I place a book ring. Next, I'll be using my soldering iron, and I'll be making 2 holes on top 5 inches apart. Next, I'll be using a plant hanging chain that I spray painted in metallic silver, and I remove 1 chain, so I'll only be using 2. Next, I'll take the chain that I removed, and I'll be removing a length from the center, so I'll have 2 equal lengths. Next, I'll be using a book ring, and I took the chain and I placed it on, and then I took the book ring and placed it inside the hole, and I'll repeat the same steps on the opposite side. And now I have a hanging clock. I felt the chains were a little too long, so I remove a link on each chain to make it shorter. Next, I'll take each chain and I'll place it inside the holes. I added hot glue to hold it in place. Next, I'll be using a large skewer, and I will demonstrate how I'm going to use the skewer. I'll take the chain and I'll pass the skewer through the chains, and this will be inside the tube, and this will hold the clock in place in a safe and secure position. I took the skewer and pulled it out from each side to make the skewer shorter, and then I pushed it back inside, and now you won't be able to see the skewer, and then I added hot glue to hold it in place. Once I was done, I clipped on the next 2 chains, and now I have a hanging chandelier clock. I really do love the way the chandelier clock turned out, and what I love the most is the shimmering and that it floats in the air. I also love the way the entryway table turned out, and what I love about both pieces is that they're both chic, unique, and glamorous. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed both DIYs as much as I enjoyed creating them. Now don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and turn on your notification bells for more upcoming future videos. I'll see you on my next DIY upload.